Hey everyone, today we're continuing our best team with no restrictions by taking a trip to Johto. If you're unfamiliar with no restrictions, it means we're going to have egg moves where applicable, we're going to have legendary Pokemon, and we're going to have trait evolutions. If you could feasibly do it before beating the champion, it's on the table. Since we're going to be using gold, silver, and crystal for this go around, we've got access to everything. The daycare, certain legendaries, and those nice trait evolutions. It's all pretty self-explanatory, so let's just hop right into this best team. Alright, so if you're familiar with Johto's best teams, then you already know what the best starter is. Though, for all those that aren't, we're starting off this team with the volcano Pokemon, Typhlosion. It feels silly to have to point this thing out, but Typhlosion is of course your starter Pokemon in Johto, and is most certainly a step above for Alligator and Meganium in these games. Its stats are very nice, with 109 special attack and speed, so its stab moves will always be very powerful, and more often than not, it'll be able to outspeed the opposing Pokemon. You'll get Cynical to level 14, and then at level 36, it's Typhotown. When it comes to the fire typing in Gen 2, you definitely get the most mileage out of Typhlosion, so its place is definitely cemented as the best starter. Alright, the moveset we have on Typhlosion is very similar to previous sets, with a slight change. We have Flamethrower, Thunder Punch, Dig, which will become Earthquake, and Sunny Day. So, with Flamethrower, that's an easy choice for this set. Now, admittedly, Typhlosion won't be learning it until level 60, but you'll have the chance to tutor it on after you beat the E4 prior to heading to Kanto. You'll just need some coins from the Goldenrod Game Corner, and to find Bill's father outside the Game Corner on Wednesday or Saturday. Though, be warned, that is only in Crystal, so if you're not playing that game, you'll be stuck waiting until that high level. I'd say use Fire Blast or Fire Punch until then. Then, we've got Thunder Punch, which you can buy alongside Fire Punch if you go that way in the Goldenrod City department store. Next up, we've got Dig, which you can find in the National Park. And when you're in Victory Road, you'll find Earthquake and hand that over. Finally, pounding up the moveset, I've given it Sunny Day, which you can get after you finish rescuing the radio tower from Team Rocket. It'll be good to have, so you can power up Typhlosion even more. Alright, so with this moveset, Typhlosion's going to be able to do well against Bugsy's entire team, Morty's entire team, Chuck's Poliwrath, Jasmine's entire team, Price's entire team, Brock's entire team, but maybe you shouldn't, Misty's entire team except for Quagsire, but again, pick your battles wisely, Blue's entire team except for Alakazam, Silver's entire team except for Kadabra, Archer's entire team, Will's entire team, Koga's entire team, Bruno's Onix, Karen's entire team except for Umbreon, Lance's Gyarados, Charizard, and Aerodactyl, and finally, Red's Pikachu, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. As you can see, Typhlosion will have a hand in almost every single major battle in this playthrough, and that's what you like to see. Alright, let's get right into some new Pokemon now that we have Typhlosion out of the way. Since this is anything goes, I of course needed to go ahead, and once again, bring in some trait evolutions. And of course, Alakazam is what I went with. How could I not, honestly? Alakazam is one of the best Pokemon of the pre-physical / special split, and considering how quickly and easily you can really get it, it's a no-brainer. It has a monstrous 135 base special attack and great 120 speed, so if you thought Typhlosion was fast and strong, Alakazam will blow your mind. Abra can be caught on Route 34, and it'll evolve into Kadabra at level 16, and from there, you just need the trade, and boom, you've got Alakazam. It's pretty much going to tear the house down, so let's see what moves this Psychic Behemoth is packing. Alright, this is the most obvious moveset on the set, so we'll make it nice and short. Alakazam learns Psychic at level 38, with a bunch of other Psychic moves before then, and the other 3 moves are the Elemental Punches. You can buy them all from the Goldenrod department store, and that's that. So, with these moves, it's able to do well against Morty's entire team, Chuck's entire team, Jasmine's entire team, Price's entire team, Claire's trio of Dragonair, Brock's entire team, Misty's entire team except for Quagsire, Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, Erica's entire team, Janine's entire team, Blue's Executor, Pidgeot, Gyarados, and Rhydon, Silver's Golbat, Magneton, Haunter, and Feraligatr, Archer's Coughing, Will's entire team, Koga's entire team, Bruno's entire team, Karen's Murkrow, Vileplume, and Gengar, Lance's entire team, and finally Red's Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Talk about a massive amount of Pokemon being covered. That whole Elite Four in Champion run, oh my god. Is it a joke when you've got a Pokemon like Alakazam? Once again, this beast shows that it's well worth a look in any Pokemon game. Alright, how about another trait evolution? If you remember, the big reason why the Remastered series came to be was due to a mess up I had on the very original best team for Johto, including Machamp on it. Well, we're bringing Machamp back for its moment in the sun here. You can grab a Machop by trading for it in the Goldenrod department store, giving the other trainer a Drowsy. At level 28, it evolves into Machoke. In an attempt to mirror Alakazam, Machamp has 130 in its attack, but unfortunately misses the mark in the speed department. It's no big deal though, as its defenses and HP aren't dirt awful, so it can probably take some hits. Machamp also hits like a freight train, so yeah. Now, when it comes to dealing hits though, let's look at the moveset. Holy fighting type moves, Batman. The moveset on Machamp is Cross Chop, Seismic Toss, Rock Smash, and Strength. That's right, I'm loaded down on fighting type moves with Machamp, as really it's here for the coverage against normal and dark types. That is actually necessary. Cross Chop is learned at level 43 and has a high crit ratio, which is really nice. Then we have Seismic Toss, which is learned at level 19, and can do a set amount of damage depending on Machamp's level. So if you're in against a typing that resists fighting, you'll still be able to do some decent damage. Then there's Rock Smash, which can be obtained after you force that darn Sudowoodo to move out of the way in the story. It's going to be nice when you perhaps want to have a shot at lowering an opponent's defense while still doing damage. Finally, we've got Strength, which is a general purpose move that's necessary to get around comfortably during your journey, and also can pack a little of a punch. Alright, so with these fighting type moves, Machamp can do well against Whitney's entire team, including that dastardly Miltank, Jasmine's entire team, Price's entire team, Brock's entire team, Misty's Lapras, Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, Blaine's Magcargo, Blue's Rhydon, Silver's Sneasel and Magneton, Archer's Houndour and Houndoom, Brock's Onix, Karen's Umbreon and Houndoom, and Red Snorlax. You guys? That's right. The main Pokemon this thing is here for are Miltank, Umbreon, and Snorlax. What a list, right? Machamp might be a one-trick pony, but that trick is incredibly helpful during your challenge of the region. Alright, so on the Kanto team, I decided to go legendary for my electric type and rock it out with Zapdos. And quite frankly, I think I'm gonna do it again. Well, not with Zapdos, but instead this time, we're going with Raikou. Look, I'll be quite frank, this can be a bit of a pain, but it's definitely worth it for the kind of power Raikou brings. You either can chase it all about Johto and try to catch it with an Air and Ultra Ball, or you can wait until you have all 8 badges, and then you can get a Master Ball to bring it in. I'm going to be presenting Raikou from the perspective that you manage to get it as early as possible, and using a Pokemon that has Mean Look is a great way to keep Raikou in place while you try to capture it. Once you have it, you'll get rewarded with 115 base special attack and speed, and 110 base special defense, which are all just fantastic. It has 85 base attack too, which we'll be taking advantage of as well with the following moveset. Also, I'm going to leave a video in the description below with the trick on how to get Raikou. Alright, this is a really electric move pool, so bear with me. We've got Spark, Thunder, Irontale, and Hidden Power. And yeah, that last one means exactly what you think. So Spark is learned at level 41, and for whatever reason is the most consistent electric type move Raikou gets. I couldn't tell you what they were thinking, not giving it access to Thunderbolt, but whatever. Well, actually in Crystal you could have Bill's dad teach it to you, so if that's the game you're playing, follow the steps I highlighted earlier for Flamethrower on Typhlosion a little earlier. Thunder is the other option here, which you will acquire from the Goldenrod Game Corner for a normal coin fee. Next up is Irontale, which we get from defeating Jasmine, and is a nice little bit of coverage. And finally, there's Hidden Power. That's right, I have no idea what sort of Hidden Power your Raikou might get, but it's gonna get something, and it could help in many different ways. Here's hoping it might be Dark. That'd be great for Psychic types. Anyway, you get the TM up by the Lake of Rage. So with these moves, Raikou will be able to do well against any Pokemon, period. Well, I don't know what your Hidden Power is, so it's possible. Seriously though, it can do well against Chuck's Poliwrath, Price's entire team, Brock's entire team, Misty's entire team except for Quagsire, Janine's Crobat, Blue's Pidgeot, Rhydon, and Gyarados, Silver's Sneasel, Golbat, and Feraligatr, Will's entire team except for Exeggutor, Koga's Crobat, Bruno's Onix, Karen's Murkrow, Lance's Aerodactyl, and finally Red's Charizard and Blastoise. The possibilities are endless with Hidden Power being on this set, so really that feels like the big deal of this set. Regardless, you've got a strong Pokemon here putting in the work for you, so let's move on. Alright, these last 2 spots on the list belong to veterans of these best teams, and we start off with our flyer, Fearow. You guys know how much I love Fearow, and considering this weekend has the best flying type Pokemon for every game, you already know it's the top choice for Gold, Silver, and Crystal. It's very easy to get a Spearow right before the first badge of the gym, practically close to New Barktown. You catch, you level up to 20, you get Fearow. It's a great 3-step program, believe me. So, stats-wise, Fearow has 100 speed and 90 attack. which is great. We really needed another physical attacker on this team, and it's a good choice for that. The only thing that's really a shame is while we can get it really early, Spearow is not going to help with Falconer. It's not a big deal though. Let's look at its moves and see what it can offer us. Alrighty, we've got Fly, Drill Peck, Return, and Steel Wing going on with Fearow. It's going to get Fly in Cianwood City after we knock off Chuck for the gym badge. Then Drill Peck is learned via level up at level 40, so use Peck and Fly until then. Then there is Return, which is learned via TM that is obtained in the Goldenrod department store on Sunday. And finally, Steel Wing, which you won't get until after you've defeated all the gym leaders in Kanto. That's going to be found on Route 28, just before Mount Silver. And yeah, it's kind of a useless move. There was really nothing else to give Fearow unless I did Agility again, and that felt like just as much of a waste. I blame Game Freak for not giving Pokemon ease of access to moves, or just leaving them with bad move pools in general. Good thing we have it so well off in Sword and Shield now. So with these moves, Fearow is going to be able to go out and do its best against Bugsy's entire team, Chuck's entire team, Erica's entire team, Janine's Ariados and Venomoth, Blue's Exeggutor, Will's Exeggutor, Koga's Ariados and Venomoth, Bruno's entire team except for Onix, Karen's Vileplume, and Red's Venusaur. So yeah, is it a ton of work that Fearow puts in? Not particularly, but considering we really need a flyer, this feels like the best option for us at the time, without taking Lugia or Ho-Oh into consideration. Of course, if that's a change you'd like to make for this team on your own accord, for your own special spin, then by all means do so. It'd be pretty cool. Okay, let's get this team wrapped up with our surfer, longtime favorite, Lapras. By now, you know the story of Lapras in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. You go get it from Union Cave on a Friday night after you have Surf, and that's all. You'll need Morty's gym badge in order to use Surf, but thankfully, there wasn't much Lapras was offering you for the leaders prior to him. So, you get a Lapras, and its nice bulk and its 85 base attacks are yours. There's not much else to say, so let's just get to his final moveset. Surf, Ice Beam, Confuse Ray, and Psychic are the moves Lapras is using. You'll get Surf after you defeat all the Komodo dancers in Ecruteak City, and then Ice Beam is learned at level 36. Finally, we have Confuse Ray, which is learned at level 22, and Psychic, which is a TM you'll get in Saffron City after you've gained access to Kanto. So with these moves, Lapras is going to be able to do well against Jasmine Steelix, Price's Piloswine, Claire's trio of Dragonair, Brock's Graveler, Onix and Rhyhorn, Erica's entire team, Janine's entire team, Blaine's entire team, Blue's Exeggutor, Arcanine, Rhydon, and Pidgeot, Archer's Houndour and Houndoom, Silver's Golbat, Will's two Xatu and Exeggutor, Koga's Crobat, Bruno's Onix, Karen's Vileplume, Murkrow, and Houndoom, Lance's entire team except for Gyarados, and Red's Venusaur and Charizard. So nothing really new that Lapras takes care of that most other Pokemon aren't already on the team. But it still needs to be there, and is very good in its spot. Well, that's gonna do it for this best team for Johto No Restrictions. It was a fun little team to do, though it continues to be less than enjoyable to put together these best teams for the first 5 gens because of how ridiculous Game Freak made it to give any good moves. I definitely look forward to the ones we go down the line for future games. But for now, I'm glad I got to hang out in my favorite region again for a little bit. Let me know down below what you thought, and we'll be back with another No Restrictions team real soon. So with that said, thank you to everyone for watching the video. Huge thanks to my phenomenal team and the amazing art done each week by Danny the Demon. I couldn't do all this without them. If you all enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment too, as it really helps us out. I also do other content on my Twitch, where I stream Genshin Impact, Mystic Zora, where I do Pokemon Let's Plays and other gaming content, and of course MysticSage, where I do all anime content. Right now, I'm focusing on Inuyasha and Yashahime, so if you're interested in that, be sure to check it out. If you'd like to support me even further than that, check out my Patreon. Whether it's a $1 tip to get early thumbnail access, or the $10 tier to get cool perler bead charms and a shout out. There's tons of reasons to join today. These lovely people did, and I thank them all so much for their support. It really means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Gumbrion, and I will see you all next time with some more amazing Pokemon content.